If you're a solar electrician and you're looking to take control of the leads that you have within your business so that you can grow your business in a scalable manner, watch this case study because I'm about to show you exactly how you can achieve just that. If you're a solar expert, there are a number of things that you need to be able to do in order to make the needle move when it comes to lead generation in a consistent manner. This has been done wrong for a very, very long time, but I'm about to show you how to do it right. I'm about to show you an exact case study of a client of ours that we are doing this for in South Australia. The first thing that you need to understand is this: having a website built does not guarantee you leads. Having a website built is a conversion tool. It is also designed as a way that people can do their research and establish a bit of trust and rapport with you as the business owner. It doesn't make the phone ring. What makes the phone ring is marketing. And it's really important that you guys understand the difference between marketing and lead generation, especially when you're in a competitive space like solar. So the next question is, well, if it's a competitive space, how do we stand out? And it's a very good question because there's a lot of noise in the solar space, especially here in Australia. Although the answer is quite simple, the process is somewhat more complex because what it involves is creating an offer and a guarantee and a system that can help you stand aside from your competition. You don't have to go far to see that everyone that's marketing in the solar space is pretty much just creating a lot of noise. So if that's you, you might want to double check and have a think about how you can do something different to stand out. So when this client came on board with us, they were what I would consider in the noise space. They were pretty much competing with the same eyeballs on the same type of messaging and trying to stand out, and it just doesn't work. So what you need to be able to do this is something bold and something that catches the attention of all of those eyeballs that are looking all over the place for very similar things. What's going to make your offer jump out from the rest of those? Of course, that's not where the journey ends. That's pretty much where it starts, because now you've got to have a system in place which can enable you to take those eyeballs and turn them into a prospect, and then turn them into a lead, and then hopefully turn them into a customer. But like most things, this is not necessarily a numbers game for you. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. The number of leads are irrelevant, which is why all these companies out there that are promising you all these leads, it's a complete waste of time because it's not a numbers game, it's a quality game. You want to make sure you're getting quality bookings into your calendar, and that's exactly what we're doing for this client. So for that to happen, we had to establish a complete sales system, a sales and marketing system. And of course, that's kind of what we do over here, so it was nothing out of the ordinary for us. However, it is a process, and it's important to understand that if you're going to be generating leads, and more importantly, paying for leads, you want to make sure you have a system down pat, which can enable you to not only capture, but nurture those leads right through to the point where they become a customer and then beyond. And again, as I mentioned, you want to make sure that once they get to you, they're a qualified lead. It's not a numbers game. So the first thing that we did for this customer, Mission 101, is how do we get some ads up and running which can move the needle? Now, this is a process, don't get me wrong, but once you have clarity around what your offer is, and once you have a system in place which can help you nurture those leads, then it's basically a matter of dialing in that offer, optimizing and improving so that we know and we can see the leads consistently coming in a manner which enables us to scale up and down. Now, why do I say up and down? I'll tell you why. Because scale means different for many different companies. For example, we have clients up here, up near the Gold Coast, where their version of scale is they wanted to scale back from doing two $20,000, $30,000 bathroom renovations and scale into doing $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 bathroom renovations. So their idea of scale may be very different to yours because theirs was a case of we want to do less, but more of a better quality. However, in some instances, it is a case of we want more. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you have a system in place which can deliver consistent results, basically you can dial it up and down as you see fit based on the fact that the system is doing the work. All you have to do is, in this example, up an ad budget and bang, the results are there. I like to talk about there's things that you need to have, and then there's things that are nice to have. And you may have heard me speak about this in other videos. However, the need to have is the system that can generate consistent results. That's the number one thing. It's the system that can ensure that leads are constantly coming in month on month. The nice to have things in this instance, especially in the solar space, are things that may look important, but truthfully, they're not that important right now. They're not going to move the needle for you immediately. And those things are, first of all, the website, and second of all, SEO. And let me talk to you about why to say that. First of all, these things do take time. Now, I'm not saying that they're not important. I'm saying they're not mission critical. And there's a difference. And the difference is the first thing that we want to focus on for solar clients is getting results. And so what that means is let's get the ads up and running as quick as we can and the system built out, because we know once that happens, then everything else will be nice and smooth. The things that are nice to have, which get built alongside, include the website. But in this instance, we're using the website as a tool which can back up our claim. So what do I mean by backing up our claim? If you're in the solar space and it's extremely competitive, you want to make sure that when people come to you and they're asking you if you can do something, you can not only tell them you can do it, but you can show them actual examples of what you do. And the reason we do that is because, first of all, we want to build trust and rapport. And second of all, we want them to be able to relate to someone or something close to what they're after themselves. The website is a fantastic tool to do that. And typically what happens in today's digital ecosystem is if somebody does see an ad and they don't engage straight away, when they get home and they do some research, they might type that into the search engine. You want to have a website that'll show up that will professionally represent your business. It will do a lot of the selling for you. Next part of the equation is the SEO. SEO, again, does take a long time. And as important as SEO is in the bigger scope of the digital ecosystem, it's not going to move the needle for you in the short term. It just won't do it. And I know we've been doing this for a long time. So don't put all your eggs into the SEO basket, because it will do nothing but disappoint you, I can promise. It is, however, useful, again, when you're looking at the search and the way that people actually engage with the internet, because often after they get that first impression, or they engage with you first of all through an ad, for example, when they do go back to do some research, if you do show up organically, fantastic. So when this specific client came to us, they had a one-page website, which essentially serves as a digital business card. It looked great, but it's never going to achieve what they want online. It's never going to be able to have pages that are optimized for different things. It's never going to be able to take people through, or their visitors through, different qualification processes. It's never going to be able to showcase projects they've completed. It's never going to be able to highlight testimonials or do any of that kind of stuff. We built out a full website for this customer. And again, not because it was mission critical, but because in the bigger picture, we wanted it to be there to support what we were doing over there when we're running paid traffic. And as you can see on this website here, it's very nice and clean. We talk about the messages and their offers, and we talk about a whole bunch of things there on how we can essentially take the traffic and convert it. Now that's the purpose of a website. It's how do you take traffic that you're generating through marketing and how do you convert it? Now in this client's specific instance, they've got a lot of lead funnels and things like that built up as well for CAPTRA. So the website is essentially a tool for us to drive people into funnels, which is a really useful tool, especially when you are running paid traffic. Anyway, if you're a solar business and you are looking to get more control over the quality and the consistency of your leads, head across to tradingwebguys.com.au and fill in the form. You won't regret it. We've got an amazing system around this and it really does work fantastically. Now, please, while you're here, subscribe to the channel and give it a like, because we do a lot of these videos. Every time we finish a project or every time we start engaging with a project, we create a video on it. And so if you're subscribed, you'll get notified. Make sure you got the notification bell turned on. I look forward to chatting to you in an upcoming video.